Welcome back to another video. This is another one in my series of looking at particular artists that are fairly new to the Pokemon TCG. And we're starting, this is a look at the art of Nagomi Nijo, who has done 18 cards so far for the Pokemon TCG. They have a very somewhat fluid style with quite delineated, outlined Pokemon with a impressionistic background often, or loose style, but it's really quite a recognizable style and something I really do like. So I'm not going to talk about every single card. What I'm going to show you are at least one copy of each in Japanese, and tell you where they came from and how many copies there are out there. So we start with Porygon 2. There are two copies of this. I only have the one. This is the Silver Lance print, but it also was reprinted in the Start Deck 100 as a regular card like this, and it's very, very nice. The second card I have to show you is Emolga, and this came out in very detailed little chapel or something down here. This came out in Jet Black Spirit, but there are 3 other versions of this. There's another one of the non-foil in the Start Deck 100, same as this, but there's also a mirror foil from Start Deck 100 in a different deck, and then it was also a mirror foil in the special Koro version of Start Deck 100, which was deck number 101, I think. And there's a mirror foil version in that, which I probably would never find, I guess, because I think that's pretty hard to get. But for the moment, I've just got the one print. Very nice. The next card, actually, we'll put them here. The next card is a Baltoy, and this was in Japan. It was a Pokemon card gym promo. It was in Crown Zenith in English, but in Japan, it was this gym promo from the Pack 7 card, what they call them, the Pokemon card gym promo card Pack 7. And it's quite nice, but very, very recognizable style. I hope you can see that. Then we've got the Krogunk, and there are two prints of this. This is the Skyscraping Perfection original print, but it also again was in Start Deck 100 as a reprint. Nothing special about it, but yeah, Start Deck 100 is a bit bane of my life really, because so many cards that I try to get every print of, there are ones in there. There we go, and they're not readily available to find. The next one is Goodra, and Goodra was a simple one. It's in Fusion Art. This is the only print. It's in Fusion Strike in English, I believe, but much more impressionistic background, this one. But I really like it, and they've really got a very clear style that is recognizable as what you can always tell that it's a Nijo card. The Pansage came from Blue Sky Stream, but there's a Start Deck 100 print of this. But that's just lovely. I really, really like that. It's I like the infill of color is quite watercolory. Very good card. The next card I have is the Dedenne, and Dedenne was in VMAX Climax, and I don't think there are other prints of it. I think there's just this one with some skyscrapers in the background at night. As I say, I mean, these all just fit together so perfectly as a stamped style on the card. Very, very good. Real personality for the artist to be able to put that across in each card. I like that very much. The next one, this next one is one of my favourites actually. This is Roseanne's backup from Starbirth, and there is a expensive version of this. Is a mirror foil promo that was given out at League in Japan. I haven't got that, but I might get it. I do like the Japanese mirror foils, they're very smart. But that's a really nicely done card. The next one up is Teddiursa, and Teddiursa was in Space Juggler, and there is just the one print, and this is it. Very nice. Love Teddiursa. I have a Teddiursa collection, so this has to be in. I have to have a copy for my Teddiursa collection and a copy for my Nijo collection. Very cute. The next one is Jinx, and Jinx was in Battle Region and has a reverse with the Pokeballs, so we'll put that one down there actually. Very ugly Pokemon, but that's a good Jinx card. I love these. It has a colour palette very similar to what a Kitsu does in her cards, so that is a really nice Jinx card, if there is such a thing. The next one is Ralts, and Ralts was in Incandescent Arcana and was also and has a reverse. I think it's Incandescent Arcana. I may be wrong. But it was also there's a print in the Ruler of the Black Flame build box, which I don't have. This one is one of the less interesting cards to me. There's less happening. I mean, it's a very competent painting of Ralts. And I like the way that they've outlined the Ralts' helmet with a green line on the inside. The Dutch tilt of the card adds a little bit of drama, the little sparkling of flowers or something. It's a nice card, nice clean art, very graphic. The next card is the Blossom, and this came out in Paradigm Trigger, and it's really good. Kirehana. I think that's just beautiful, clean graphics. I mean, this is very Tairei Kitsu actually, but without the sort of layering of translucent backgrounds and stuff. But it's the color palette is very, very appealing to me. Great card. The next card is probably my least favorite, which is the Dunsparce. Let me just see. And we've got a Snow Hazard print and a print from the Fighting Koraidon EX start deck. But they're the same. But they have different designations. It's okay. I like the flowery background. I mean, this also, as I say, it is quite a Kitsu-like, these flowers. If you look at something like a Kitsu's Drifloon or Tropius or something, they're very similar sort of thing. But it's not a lot you can do with Dunsparce. So I guess that's about as successful as it can get. Well, that's not true. I mean, Arita's Sunstorm Dunsparce is as good as it can get. What was the next one? The next one is Crabrawler from Clayburst, I think. And there is just the one print, and it's nice. Not a great deal of stuff going on there, but it's a nice enough card. And then we also had I think it's this Sableye next. This is from Triplet Beat, and it's a holo, and it's very good. There are some really good Sableye cards out there, and I might be tempted to do a Sableye collection. I'll have to look whether there are unobtainable ones, because if there are unobtainable or expensive ones, I will back out before I start, I think. But that is a nice card. Really well put together. we're coming to the end now. So we've got Linoon, and Linoon was in Ruler of the Black Flame, but there is also a copy of it in the Venusaur Charizard Blastoise Special Deck Set EX thing, the big box. I haven't got that. It'll just be a designation issue. It's no different. But being a completist, I will maybe seek these other prints out. But at the moment, I'm just happy to have a copy in Japanese of each artwork. But I love Linoon as a Pokemon. This is good. Not my favourite, but it's very good. And the last two, we have Litwick, and Litwick was in Japan. It was in the Fire Victini EX Start deck, but it was in Obsidian Flames in English. And yeah, it's very nice. Happy little Litwick. And then I think the most recent one is this really nice Honedge from Future Flash, and it was in Paradox Rift in English, and there's a lot going on in that. I always say that it's very hard for an artist to get personality into these Pokemon that are inanimate objects, as it were. But they've done very well here. That is a very nicely put together card with the perspective, which is helped by the tiles and the railing of the, I guess it's a bridge or something, I don't know. Very, very nice. So that is a look at the artwork of Nagomi Nijo. 18 cards so far. I hope there will be more. I hope there'll be many more. We shall see.